Dealing with betrayal. Romans 8:28 NIV. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. A young woman was set to get married to a man. She was as happy as can be. She had been dating this man for about 3 years, and the fact that this man agreed to start a family with her made her happy. In her opinion, this guy was the perfect guy for her. Everything, and I mean everything, she wanted in a man. She was ready to live the dream. On the day of the wedding, everyone was waiting in the church for the groom to show, but he didn't. Just like that, he disappeared. This woman blamed herself. She blamed God. She blamed everyone for what the man did. She couldn't get over it. The betrayal was harsh. About 2 years later, she got the news about the man. He was married to another woman and had been caught in infidelity several times. At this point, she was thankful that the wedding didn't go ahead. This woman might have been betrayed. She might have cried for what happened, but the truth is that sometimes God allows betrayals just to make you see the true color of people. God allowed it just to make you have an idea of what you might have gone into. They promised they would do something for you if you did something for them. You did your part. They didn't do theirs. That's a betrayal. They promise you a happily ever after, but now you are all alone because they have left you. That's a betrayal. They promised they would never ever leave, and yet they did. That is a betrayal. You helped someone get a job, and now they are trying to get you sacked so that they can take your place. That's a betrayal. They walked down the aisle with you and said for better or for worse, and when worse came, they left. That is a betrayal. You introduce someone to a business, and now they are trying to make sure your business crashes, and they make sure they grow above while you crash without helping you. That's a betrayal. You must have been betrayed once, or more than once before. If you have not been betrayed, I'm not wishing it upon you because it hurts, but I am just saying, be prepared. If Jesus can have someone close to him betray him, who says you cannot have a Judas too? And the funny thing about betrayal is that an enemy can't betray you. A stranger can't betray you. But betrayal always comes from someone close to you, someone you trust. It may be a friend or even a family member. Betrayal is never from someone far from you. It is not always from a stranger. It is not always from someone who you met today or a few hours ago, but betrayal is always from that person you have known all your life. Your coworker can betray you. Your wife or husband can betray you. Your children can betray you. Your friends, brothers, or sisters can all betray you. Betrayal can have horrific consequences for someone, and I don't care who you are, how strong you are, how much financial resources you have. When you experience true betrayal, you bleed. I mean, you really bleed. It hurts you in a way you can't imagine. Betrayal can have horrific consequences for someone. Betrayal is something that can cause us to wrap ourselves up in little packages and protect ourselves, and insulate ourselves and isolate ourselves. And that is a miserable way to live. And the reason why people insulate and isolate themselves is because people don't realize that God allowed a betrayal just to expose people who should not be in their lives. Although Judas betrayed Jesus, Jesus still had 11 faithful disciples. But our problem as humans is that we only focus on the one bad one. I have seen women who have gone through a very bad relationship, and they labeled all men as the same. All men are not the same. No, they are not. There are plenty of wonderful God-fearing men in the world. Or I have seen men who have labeled women saying all women are the same. They are not. There are plenty of God-fearing women. How are you handling a betrayal? Have you allowed it to eat you up and have not been able to control yourself? God can turn a disappointment into a blessing, or he can bring out a blessing from a disappointment. But I am telling you that God can also make a betrayal become a blessing for you. People betray others for different reasons. They sell people out. They let the world know about their secrets for different reasons. Some people do this out of pure envy, hatred, and bitterness. They are not okay with the way you are making progress. When they are supposed to stand for you, the people who are supposed to be there for you and be with you, they become your enemy. They do all they can to make sure you never become great. They make sure that they end you. Many of us must have faced betrayal before, or if you are not, it is possible that you still face it. You don't have to beat yourself because of a betrayal. You don't have to regret trusting someone who has betrayed you. God has allowed this so that you can see what you would have been dealing with. God wanted you to see the kinds of people you are with. If God did not allow them to show their real self, you would be consumed by them. Jesus was not the only one who was betrayed, and then something glorious happened. Joseph was betrayed too. The brothers of Joseph envied him. They hated him for his dreams, and they betrayed him. While Jesus was in slavery, he was thrown into prison also. At the end of it all, Joseph became a ruler. Sometimes God allows people to betray you so that your eyes will be opened to the great future that he has prepared for you. If Joseph wasn't betrayed, he wouldn't have become a leader in Egypt. People will betray you. They will do all it takes to make you fail. In all of what Joseph went through, God was in control and was working for the benefit of Joseph, and he is doing the same in your life. Have you ever been in a situation like this? Have you been in a greater situation? You don't have to cry over it. What if it didn't happen and you keep trusting him with greater things? When you see people who do not trust people, when you see people who cannot love others or help others, it could be the result of betrayal. You hear husbands complaining about marriage and saying their wives are the reason they cannot trust anyone again. The wives are also saying the same thing. Many marriages have been destroyed and killed because of betrayal. Sometimes, many signs have been shown that God wants you to see before starting relationships with anyone, but we choose not to look at the signs. A betrayal can make you lose so many opportunities. It can make you think people want to cheat on you. It will make you see things that are not there. People become paranoid because of past betrayals. A betrayal will tie you to a spot. If you have been betrayed, it will be hard for you to accept anything from anyone because all you think of is how they will try to hurt you. This will make you miss out on the plans of God for you. God will open some opportunities to you, and you will close them yourself because you feel it will lead to another betrayal. There is something I want you to know. Don't let a betrayal make you lose everything God has planned for you. Don't let the devil capitalize on your experience. You have to get up now and move forward. God has allowed that betrayal for your good. The Bible says all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Betrayal is not for you to kill yourself emotionally, spiritually, or psychologically. You need to pick yourself up now and move forward. People have remained at a spot just because they are housing the betrayal that they have experienced. If you keep nursing it, it will grow and devour you. I know we don't want a betrayal to keep us from moving forward. We don't want a betrayal to make us miss all the opportunities that will make us great, but we don't know how to handle a betrayal. I want to tell you how to handle a betrayal. How should you handle a betrayal? 1. See it as God trying to save you from toxic people. When someone betrays you, I know it will be hard. It will affect you greatly, but I want you to see it as an escape from people who are capable of destroying you. It would be better if God exposes that enemy trying to pretend as a friend so that your path can be cleared than to stay with them and they will block your path. If Joseph stayed in his father's house, maybe someday his brothers would have killed him, but God had to allow a betrayal so that he can stay away from them. Never doubt God when it comes to making things work together for your good. Never say that God has left you alone. The Bible says in Proverbs 3:5-6, NIV, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Number 2, look at the bright side of it. There are always reasons for everything in this life. It doesn't matter how painful something may be to you, there is always a reason God allowed it. God knows the best. Look deep into it. Look at the bright side of this that has happened. If Joseph was not betrayed, his dream might have just died in his father's house. Stop looking at the negative side only. Stop thinking of revenge. 3, pray. You need to pray that God guides you through a betrayal. Don't ever think you can handle it yourself. Don't think you have the power to handle betrayal yourself. When Joseph was sold into slavery, he trusted God, and the Bible says that God was with him. If you have ever been betrayed, if you have been pushed out of your position, if you have been promised to and were disappointed, if you have gone through any horrible betrayal, I want to tell you to go to God and to speak to him. Ask him to show you his plans for your life. God certainly has a plan for you, and after a betrayal, you must know what the next step is. Trust in God and don't ever think you can handle it on your own. Remember, God is in control. God wanted to show you their true colors.